Hey guys, Kiki here, Sundays for the Revolution, and this week I'm going to be talking about Spirit Day. For those of you who didn't know, this last Friday was Spirit Day. Link in the underbar to information about it. It's a yearly thing that was put on by GLAAD, which is a Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation. It's a yearly thing on October 19th. People wear purple and they speak out against bullying, especially in regards to LGBT youth. So this last Friday there were lots of blog posts and videos and things like that out, and I want to talk about one in particular. YouTube is a big deal for me. I not only make videos, I watch quite a few, I subscribe to quite a few hundred channels and watch YouTube daily. It's a thing for me. I don't watch TV. YouTube is what I watch. And I'm usually doing it while I'm doing something else, work or whatever. But anyway, one YouTuber that I subscribe to and I adore is Hart, Harto, for those of you who don't know. I'll link to the video that I'm going to be talking about. She does a show called My Drunk Kitchen. She pretty much gets drunk and she cooks, and it's hilarious. Yes, but every once in a while she does blogs and she does videos, and she did one for Spirit Day because she's a lesbian. And so since it is what all the gays on the YouTubes tend to make videos, and with anything that has anything to do with LGBT, she made a video about bullying, and it's something I've not heard really said. It's probably been said before, but it's not something I've heard before, and I think it's a very good idea, and I totally agree with. She talked about, well, she first started out talking about the cycle of bullying. She talked about how the example she gave was, guy tells his son he sucks. Son grows up, has a son, tells his son he sucks. Son goes to school, tells classmate she sucks. And how that's the cycle of bullying, and that this girl could either continue the cycle and go to someone else and tell them they suck, or she can internalize it and tell herself she sucks and beat herself down. And that she said that the thing behind bullying is the internalizing of it. And I don't know if I'd say that's the biggest thing, but I do think that is something extremely valid to say. Because all these problematic things, like bullying, like violence, like misogyny, like hatred and things like that, there are things that are not going to go away. Not completely. They'll lessen. I mean, I'll give you that. But I mean, we're human. It's not going to go away. And so I think that working on the internalized version of these is the biggest first step and extremely important, and something that's not really talked about as often. I mean, that's something that those of us that do videos or do blogs and stuff and talk about self-love and things like that do work toward, but I don't think it gets explained this way that often. As I said, there's quite a few these problems that are internalized. You have the internalized bullying, where you tell yourself you suck and you're a horrible person, you're boring, or you're lazy, or whatever. You bully yourself. And stopping doing that, stop that hating on yourself, will better your life. And it will not only better your life, make your life happier, but it also will affect others around you, because you'll stop doing the external version of that. At least I hope so. And there's, as I was saying, internalized misogyny. And a lot of people will think, when they hear that, they'll think of the girls who are ultra feminine, who look down on those who aren't, that is internalized misogyny. But there's also the opposite that is true as well, the tomboy who looks down on girly girls. And I'm one of those people. I'm not very feminine. Well, I mean, I don't even consider myself female. I'm genderqueer, but I'm not very feminine. I'm born female, but I'm not very feminine. I've always been like, I'm such a guy, and I'm so glad I'm not a girly girl, and all these other things. And that's misogyny just as much as the other, and something I've definitely had to work on. And I think that a lot of people don't realize that things like that are. But pretty much, like, all these internalized bad things continuate these things. And I think that if we really want to make a big step, if we really want to make a headway and all these bad things. We need to work on the internalized shit first. Yes, that's kind of just what I want to talk about. I wanted to bring attention to what she was saying, and that I agree with it, and I would love to know what you guys think. And have you ever looked at yourself, looked at these internalized, things that, internalized bullying, internalized, like bullying yourself, internalized misogyny, internalized violence, all this stuff. Have you ever looked at it? Have you ever thought about it? Have you ever really examined yourself in this light? And do you think that in working on that would help outside of yourself in the community? Yes, anyway, that's all I kind of wanted to say, guys. Yes, so if you have any questions, if you have any topics, anything you want to talk about, guys, let us know, and I will see you guys next week. One more thing before I go, I have my new favorite toy ever. If y'all have ever heard of the TV show Boss, I don't know what channel it's on. I work for a cable company, so yes, it's got Kelsey Grammer saying things.
Do you want to play? Let's play.
What is it?
I am a bad man.
That's my favorite. This is my new favorite toy. I think it's hilarious.
Do you know who I am? Don't get ahead of yourself.
And what was it?
One necessary evil leads to another. You think this is easy?
I've gotten to using it to respond to my brother. I think it's hilarious. But anyway, that's it. See you guys.